When we find ourselves in disagreement with someone, it's perfectly natural to want to rally people to be on our side. It's really important not to do this in your marriage. Let me give you an all too real example. You can probably identify with this. You get into an argument with your husband. You were convinced that you were right and he is wrong. You fight for a while, but you end up walking away from the conflict before you have time to get it resolved. And the reality is you both continue to stew on it. Well, he's gone off somewhere, and about that time your mom calls. And she can tell by your voice that something's not quite right, so she's asking you what's going on. Within moments you find yourself pouring your heart out to her, telling her about the problem, and pointing out all the areas in which he is at fault. Let's be honest, you're really hoping that she will side with you and confirm your feelings. Most of all, you want her to tell you that you are justified in your beliefs and you have in fact been wronged. And being the good mom that she is, that's exactly what she does. But here's the problem. You see, now you have planted seeds in her mind that your husband's a jerk and he's unkind to you. And she pores over your words in her memory and she grows increasingly angry. At some level, she begins to resent him and how he's treating you, her daughter, in an unkind manner. As the days and hours pass, she continues to think about this and her feelings become more intense. Meanwhile, you and your husband get back together, you talk it out and make up completely. No blood, no foul. Problem forgotten. Oh, but you forget to call your mom and let her know what's happened. You completely forget about the situation, in fact, until you get together a few weeks later for dinner. Once together, you're sitting around the table and you can feel the iciness toward your husband, and you can't understand why. And over the course of the conversation, your mom repeats back some of the words that you shared with her, pointing out the flaws in your husband, the man you love. And when you hear these words come out of her mouth, you become enraged. How dare she say such things about him? Every couple has arguments. But unless you're both seeing a professional counselor or a therapist, those arguments need to stay within the marriage. Getting people on your side and creating enemies toward your spouse, it's never a healthy outcome. Take the time to seek resolution to your conflicts. Remember, it should never be about winning an argument. You can't win an argument. But rather, it's making sure that both of you have been heard and that your feelings have been expressed. And if all the ideas or concerns have been put on the table, it's much easier to deal with them in a non-emotional manner. The bottom line here is this is a process for you to work out with your spouse. If it gets extreme and you need professional help, by all means seek it. But the day-to-day things, don't share with your friends, don't share with your parents, don't share with your in-laws. Keep those between the two of you and stick at it until you can get to a better place.